Welcome back. Most of us can recognize an essay when we see one. We will probably have no trouble distinguishing an essay from a personal letter, a short story, or a drama, although we may disagree about its specific characteristics. Literary tradition credits the invention of the essay, as we know it today, to Michel de Montaigne during the Renaissance, choosing the name essay to emphasize that his compositions were attempts or endeavors. Montaigne used the essay as a means of self-discovery. The French word essay, after all, literally means trial or test. Hence, Montaigne's compositions implied groping toward the expression of his personal thoughts and experiences. Moreover, his work set the tone and form of the essay as a flexible, deliberately nonchalant, and versatile form of writing. Soon enough, other writers followed suit. Imitation was, after all, usual in Montaigne's day. Ironically, however, Montaigne's work was not as popular among his fellow Frenchmen as it was with the English writers. Thus, in 1597, Francis Bacon published his first collection of 10 essays entitled Essayes. The same collection was later reissued to include more essays. On its third edition, published in 1625, the collection, retitled The Essays of Counsels, Civil and Moral, now contained 58 essays. Bacon's work covered a range of topics, including such titles as Of Studies, Of Friendship, Of Nature in Men, Of Gardens, and of Seditions and Troubles. The work was much admired by his contemporaries for its distinctively aphoristic and witty style, thus earning for Bacon the title Father of the English Essay. Montaigne and Bacon indeed deserve the credit attributed to them. However, looking back into some ancient prose reveals that even much earlier writings already have certain similarities with the modern essay. Examples of these works are those of Cicero on the pleasantness of age, Seneca on noise, Plutarch's consolation to his wife, Shanagan's hateful things, and Kenko's essays in idleness. Consider this excerpt from Yoshida Kenko's classical work in Japanese, the Churezu Regusa, better known in English as Essays in Idleness. The original Japanese name of the collection derives from the expression, with nothing better to do. Strictly speaking, these charming musings, or by the writer's own admission, nonsensical thoughts, fall short of the Western definition for the term, essay. Clearly, this excerpt is but a fragment of what the writer calls a quiet meditation of longing for the past. Donald Keene explains that this form, or lack of form, was most agreeable to Japanese writers, who considered it to be less dishonest than fiction. In addition, this seemingly formless structure allowed for a great variety of subjects, forming subtle links with successive episodes. One thing is clear, though, that is, the main purpose of the composition is expository in nature, thus no different from Montaigne's concept of the essay as an expression of personal thoughts and experiences. Kenko also attempts to record his own reflections. In general, therefore, we define the essay as an analytical, interpretative, or critical composition, usually much shorter and less systematic and formal than a dissertation or a thesis. The essay deals with its subject from a limited and often personal point of view. In time, the essay evolved from being a personal treatise to cover a much broader range of subjects, from Michel de Montaigne's experimental method in the 15th century to Bacon's aphorisms in the 16th century, derived the development of the genre. By the beginning of the 17th century, the essay was widely used in molding the behavior of the cultured classes. Around this time, the theme of many essayists centered on social manners, politeness, the training of an accomplished gentleman. Much later, however, during the 18th century, the essay became an all-important vehicle for the criticism of society and of religion. Expectedly, this change in focus came with the advent of keener political awareness during the Age of Enlightenment. Indeed, the essay was an ideal tool for philosophical reformers in their desire to improve human conditions, owing to flexibility and brevity of the genre. Moreover, the structure of the essay allowed for ambiguity and allusions to current events and conditions of the times. To read the essay is to be acquainted with great minds that do not only share their insights and their mastery of their genre as well, and by this we mean their ability to think, organize, and write. How then could we best do justice to the reading of the essay? What important elements do we need to bear in mind in reading the essay? Indeed, it is important that we do not only read, but that we know how to read the essay as a literary genre. Stay tuned. We will have the answers to the questions we raised when we return.